good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, SWV Music. So guys, Serena Williams will go down as the greatest female tennis player of all time. And without being gender specific, probably one of the greatest athletes of all time, regardless of being a man or a woman. But, you know, under every person's career, there is an asterisk on it. Like, rewind, Emma! You know, there's a guy by the name of R. Kelly, right? Yeah, that guy. But he has that asterisk for, you know, what he's been charged of doing. Can I get a da-da-da sound effect, Emma? I'll even do you one better. Rewind, Emma! Now, Michael Jackson, his career also has an asterisk on it because of charges and allegations, you know, that he had. You guys know what that was. Rewind, Emma! Bill Cosby, yes, his career will go down not as legendary as before because of an asterisk on his career. You know why, right? So let me kind of talk about that. And these three things, this will have to do with, you know, these people's sexual immorality. And clearly Serena Williams doesn't have that issue. But fast forward, Demo. In 2020, Kobe Bryant passed away. Now, although he had some allegations about, you know, misconduct, I'm using him as an example because just like Serena Williams, he married somebody that was not in the African-American community. Although his father was very pro-African-American, and so was his mother. Strong black family, successful black family, just like Serena Williams' father was also a mother. But both of them married, you know, had mates outside the black community. Now, both of them had promises of being in the black community and being married. Serena Williams had even married had dated like Drake and some other athletes, I think like Dwight Howard at some point, and Kobe Bryant had dated Brandy. But as we know, Kobe Bryant married Vanessa Bryant, and Serena Williams married Alexis Ohanian. And of course, on Twitter, they're saying certain things like Serena Williams' legacy would have been more solidified if she married a black American man. Now, of course, before we get into the debates going on black Twitter, what I'd like to do is play this particular TikTok video because it talks about a black man who's, you know, dating only white women. And I want you to hear the black woman's response. So you probably seen this before on Twitter or TikTok, but let's play that video and come back.
All right, back with your part two, since he couldn't answer the first time. Let me ask it again. In your opinion, why do a lot of black men go for white chicks?
I mean, in my opinion, black girls, no offense, they just like have more attitude. Not that white girls don't have attitude, but I think black girls have more attitude, and I don't know. For me, myself, I'm just more compatible with a white woman, I guess. I don't know.
We're going to translate that. Black women won't put up with my bullshit, but white women will. So I run to white women because black women will not allow me to get over on them like white women will. Also, some of us want to be in the same placement that white men are in, and some of us actually want to be white men. So being with a white woman is the closest we can get to that. Some of us haven't dealt with our self-hatred issues, and when we date black women, we're forced to see it. And that makes us uncomfortable. So we'll go to white women or non-black women because we cannot mend ourselves. I fixed it. You're welcome.
So then you hear that, right? Black men are definitely supposed to marry black women, and they suffer if they don't do it. Remember Robert Smith, the billionaire? You know, he paid like $300 million, like, I don't know, it was like $30 million or $40 million like 2 years ago for Morehouse graduates. But he's married to a white woman, and many black women were pissed. When Kobe Bryant died, most black women were respectful, but you had those who said like they're glad he's dead because he didn't marry a black woman. Some real harsh stuff. You guys remember that. But now this person posts this about Serena Williams' legacy. Sad music. Only black women are expected to tether their legacies to their partners, but y'all wouldn't dare send this smoke up for Kobe. And you got a lot of people that saying, you know, it doesn't matter who she's married to or who she's not married to. She's the GOAT and has created extraordinary legacy for themselves. And all of this, right? And that might be true because this is a good point that I remember her, somebody saying, sad music. I vividly remember when she was trying to date black men. Were the first to bash her, disregarded and treated her like the second best, but now she was someone who puts her on a pedestal and just so happens to be white, and black men coming out the woodwork with their think pieces. So, and then, you have like a whole bunch of quotes we won't put, like black men saying that she's not that attractive and all this other stuff. I get that, right? I mean, I don't think that Serena Williams dislikes black men at all. But here's what I don't like. When these same black men that you guys call gay, you ladies call, weak, boring, if these same black men go out there and they get white women, black women don't defend black men like you're defending Serena Williams. And that is the hypocrisy that, a lot of us are dealing with. And that hypocrisy has everything to do with what's good for the gooch is not good for the gander, right? So Serena Williams, her legacy cannot be tarnished because she's married to a white man simply because certain black men that she didn't know talk trash about her on the internet. But God forbid if you as a black man become successful and you decide that you want to marry a white woman, regardless of how you've been treated, black women don't care. You're supposed to make it happen anyway. And see, that's the problem. And I'm going to come out with a video about 3 reasons why black men don't invest in black women. It'll be very similar to the video I released today on that topic. And you guys should go check out the video that I made just today. 3 reasons why black women don't respect black men. It's because there's a lot of hypocrisy going on here. The hypocrisy is too much. You expect black men to take your feelings seriously when you don't take black men's feelings seriously at all. Like, you want black men to be able to accept the fact, like, okay, feel sorry for you that nobody wanted you and you couldn't get a black mate, so you had to swirl, and it's okay. But the very same black men who have those same experiences, and if they go out and say, you know what, I wanted somebody a little bit more traditional, I wanted somebody with a little bit more femininity, I notice that those guys get so much hatred, like a lot of hatred. And this is the fundamental issue that we're having, and why, there's a lot of problems in black men and black women's relationships, simply because, black women want the right to be able to swirl, and black men are supposed to just deal with whatever they're dealing with and get less treatment. And by the way, if you're a black man and you happen to marry a black woman, even if you may have gotten or had bad experiences, your legacy is tarnished. But our legacy is not tarnished because we make the rules and we can do whatever we want to do, because whatever applies to us, just doesn't apply to us really. And whatever applies to you applies to you. What do you call that? It is a dictatorship. It is an oligarchy. That's what you have in black America. I mean, I'm a pro-black and stop the show. Yeah, I have the Pan-African dating show where I'm trying to match, brothers and sisters across the black world. And let me just tell you that, but it's not going to be successful in America if you only look for, what's good for you and not good for others. It doesn't make sense. All right. If black women can't find a mate, and it's okay for her to marry Alexis Ohanian, who, by the way, she makes way more money than, but then you get a black man who goes out and finds a white woman who, whatever he's doing, and he's having a successful relationship, all of a sudden y'all have a problem with that, especially if the black man you feel is good looking or if he's successful. You're very upset. Why? You just said it's okay for Serena Williams to do it and her legacy isn't tarnished. What about a black man like Seal, who y'all said is ugly? The singer Seal? Oh, he's ugly. He's not attractive, but he gets a nice looking white woman. All of a sudden he's a sellout. Got it. So which one is it? And this is why, we got to get away from this dictatorship in black America where it's so female dominated and it doesn't fit both sides. It doesn't allow black men to want to even have the conversations to invest with black women, because black women have insanely too much power in these conversations. And then it's so one-sided that black men don't even want to participate because they feel like they have no option in answering the questions or even having a dialogue without it getting ugly. Simply because the women in the black community that defend these conversations don't want to cede any sort of power. And I know that's crazy talking about men and women, right? And then you get mad when these guys go away and they become passport bros, or these men become, they go and swirl to other communities. You get upset. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jax, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.